So next we have a special presentation by Mr. Manoj Abraham, IPS, Additional Director General of Police, Government of Kerala.
Okay, good evening. I know you have been listening to most of the positive presentations of today about digital empowerment, about what government is doing. I'll go into the darker side of digital crime. I'll start with a question on whether, is there perfect cyber security? We are all aware of it. We are in the digital realm. We all work on the digital realm. Is there perfect cyber security? Is one question that we have all asked for a long time. Now, this question was actually answered way back in 1998 by the former FBI Director Robert Mueller, who said there are only two kinds of companies in the world, those that have been hacked and those that will be, which brings us to the very moot question that everything is hackable. And that's why, in the law enforcement perspective, I bring it to your moot respect, that we need to really bring forth. Everything is hackable in the digital world. Now, I know many of the slides that are going to come back, I'm going to just introduce you to what digital crime is or what cyber security is in the present times. There's a famous, very famous statement by Lazarus Group, this one of the infamous hacker groups supposedly based in South Korea, which says that who needs a gun when you have a keyboard? And this has been proved many times in this world today, where this is very important for a law enforcement officer like where you have taken a computer connection, just by internet connection, you have actually caused physical attacks. Everybody knows about the Stuxnet virus, a virus that really went and derailed the Iranian nuclear program. We had a Turkey oil pipeline blast just by an internet connection. People hacked into the oil pipeline system, the computer systems, went inside, removed the sensors, increased the pressure inside the oil pipeline and caused an explosion to happen. Similar explosion in a German steel factory. You can imagine, only an internet connection. Somebody is sitting in some part of the globe doing it. Recently, just a few years back, we had an attempted attack in Florida water supply when somebody tried to poison the gas. Of course, there was some alert workman sitting behind the computer who noticed it and stopped it. But that's where the digital realm has come to. This, of course, digital crime, I'm sure in the morning also we have heard some of it, the AI, the ML crimes that are coming up, deepfake technology, malware, cyber crimes, etc., etc. We all know about it, so I'm not discussing that in detail. But I just want to highlight a few points. If you look at, there is a saying, there is a perception in the industry where they think that only the big companies are attacked. The small companies won't be attacked. But the figures say 43% of the attacks that are taking place in the world are against small companies, because that's where the cyber security is very weak. So that is one point which we need to keep in mind. And the second is, when we talk of digital resources, when we talk of systems, when we talk of e-governance principles, what we need to think that 93% of all those breaches that have occurred in the place have not due to the system failure, or it's not the computer system or our security system that have failed. It is the man behind the machine that has failed. It's the man in the middle attack, the person that is there behind our e-governance systems or our computer system that has failed. So that is where we need to concentrate on. That's where one important fact comes up. So just basically to summarize, cyber crimes is increasing, digital security is being compromised day and day, and one of the major problems that we law enforcement we face, generally we work in silos, we work in traditional jurisdictions. If I am the ADGP of Kerala, I look after jurisdiction of Kerala. But what cybercrime has done is it has thrown up this jurisdictional concept out of the door. And the world is a play field now. So anybody sitting in any part of the globe can attack my system. So what has become security? Cyber security has become very complex issue. See, physical security, if I want to secure my Rashtrapati Bhavan or something, I can put in the best systems, I can say that it's secure, but not in the digital world. So it's a very peculiar issue, and that's where I want to just introduce you to what we did in Kerala, is bringing in a lot of public-private participation into cyber security. So what we concentrated on, Cyberdome, I don't know how many of you have heard of the concept. It's basically a public-private participation to prevent cyber crimes. Generally, police, it's once a cyber crime is reported, you go and try to detect it, but that's very difficult in this world where the jurisdictions are not there at all. So what we concentrated on is preventing cybercrime, and that too with public participation. So it's basically participation. We understood generally police works in silos. We all know about it. We try to make everything secret. We don't want to give anything away. But here we brought in a lot of industry into policing. And we worked together with the industry in doing that. And we did it typically. Generally, any police organization is generally based in police headquarters or police limits, etc. But we went to the industry and opened it. We opened the Cyberdome in 3 IT parks in the country. We had 3 IT parks in Kerala. We had IT parks in Trivandrum, Kochi, and Kozhikode. We went and actually opened the Cyberdome concept in these IT parks because that is where the industry is. So what happens, basically, the industry also finds it easy. The companies find it easy. The people who are working in the IT industry also, they also find it easy to come and coordinate with us and do a lot of things. So it's basically a collaboration of various stakeholders, everybody. It's not only the police, it's not only the government IT, the industry, everybody. The students are a very important part of that because that is where the young mind is basically very important. We have all the universities basically in Kerala connected to Cyberdome. They work with us on a day-to-day basis. The banks, all the banks available, the academia, the NGOs form a very big part of the cybersecurity initiative at Cyberdome. So I'll just come to a few slides what we do. So this is basically a snapshot of what the partnerships are. We are tied up to 80 top companies in the country, including Infosys. You name it, everybody is there. The academic partners, all the universities, including the IIT Palakkad, everybody is there. 32 NGOs working in the field of IT security, protecting children, protecting women. They are all also a part of that. All the government agencies looking after IT. International organizations, we are connected to Interpol, 𝐃𝐸𝐺, 𝐁𝐸𝐺, a lot of international agencies working in this area, all banks. And one of our major strengths is the individual associations also. See, Cyberdome was established in 2015. We have now around 5,000 odd volunteers working around the world with us on a day-to-day basis. Now you may ask, what is the advantage of that? Suppose tomorrow I have a malware attack from somebody, some of my company or some company in Kerala has a malware attack and everything is encrypted. The police officer goes there, he has no idea what malware attack is, this kind of technical things. But I have a malware group of around 200 individuals located around the world, volunteers, the top people who are working in this field, who I can directly connect and get it sorted out or understand or what I can do. So the volunteers are there available 24/7 who will come and help you out in that. So all the technical nature, because the technicalities of all these things keep on changing and it becomes getting more complex day by day. So these people actually come and help you to solve out that crime also. So we have around 4,000, 5,000 individuals working around the globe with us. We have 6,000 odd students also. The students are also very important because that is where the young mind is. They can think, they can hack into systems which nobody can imagine. If I want some solution, they can actually provide the solution in no time at all. So that is there. Mobile technicians also, they are really very important. Mobile technicians are people who repair mobile phones. So if you go to any market, any state, you'll find very technical experts are there. They're actually very important people who actually the law enforcement can utilize to look into a lot of mobile forensics, etc. So we utilize all these people. We have major divisions, intelligence, security, a lot of things we do. We do a lot of WAPT analysis for private companies, government sector, and Kerala, most of the IT industry, even for the banking sector, we do a lot of WAPT analysis. We have a dark web lab. Dark web, as you all know, is the internet of all crimes. So that is there. The social media intervention, we do a lot of that. We are into social media big time. Another feature of that thing is we have a drone forensic lab, India's first drone forensic lab also in private partnership mode. We are actually connected to a lot of startups, people who are working with drones, etc., who work with us in the drone forensic lab. There's a shot of that where the industry actually comes and builds drones for us. The drones that are actually useful for the police or which can be used for police assistance, etc. We do a lot of work in online crimes against children also, preventing online crimes against children. Can I have a bit of water? Yeah, take. So this is one of the major areas that we look at, because we know one of the major problems in the internet is online crimes against children. And this has gone up drastically after the COVID lockdown. We know the reasons for that. But we work with a lot of international agencies. We have a 24/7 cell that looks into online crimes against children. This is a huge problem. It's a huge problem around the world. It's a huge problem in India also. We work with a lot of agencies. It's not, we work with Interpol. We work with the 𝐃𝐢𝐿, which is one of the top NGO working in this regard. 𝐃𝐢𝐿 is another agency that is based in US. A lot of NGOs, Childline, Academia, to prevent online crimes against children. This is a snapshot of the last 2 years figures for us. If we look at the number of cases registered, 1,348, it is one of the highest in the world itself. That many cases we have detected, 742 pedophiles arrested just for online crimes against children. That is for making, transmission, downloading, uploading of CSAM material, that's child pornographic material. We also conduct one of India's top conferences, the Cocoon Cybersecurity Conference. I don't know how many of you have attended that. That's one of the major conferences that we conduct where we bring all the stakeholders in cybersecurity together. It's not only a policing conference, we get the IT industry, we get the academia, we get the students, everybody comes together and deliberate on various aspects of cyber crimes. We are tied up with all the banks where we try to do all the things of prevention and detection of those, all the activities that if we need to detail, it will take a long time. But we do all things, including awareness, including softwares to actually detect all kinds of crimes that happen in the banking sector. Of course, the POL app, everybody knows, everybody has that, so I won't. So one of the major tasks that we do is building our human firewall. I told you in the initial slide, 93% of all the cyber breaches that have occurred is due to the man in the middle attack. So it's very important that we build the human firewall, the man behind the computer, the human being, the citizen also, as the lady was mentioning also, awareness is one of the keys. So among the citizens building awareness, among the people who are working behind the computer, the people in the industry, the people, we try to build the human firewall. We give free training, we give resources, we get awareness. That's very important in the present times. We do a program called 𝐾𝐢𝐿 also, where we go to the students online and offline and try to build cybersecurity awareness among children also. This is one of the major websites. And I told you we work with the universities also, because that is where new solutions need to come up. See, the cyber crimes, the nature is changing. So it's very important that we remain abreast with the technology. So it's very important that we have a tie-up with the industry, with the universities, where we constantly research on the new crimes that are coming up and build in solutions also to handle that. It's a center for cybersecurity training. We not only train police officers, we train everybody in the industry, in the banking sector, students, everybody. And what we do, some people ask me, volunteers, what do? We don't give them any money. They're pure volunteers. Around 5,000 volunteers work for us. We just give them an ID card. And if they do some good work, we give them some medals or some ranks, etc. If he does very good work, we make him a, say, Cyberdome deputy commander, commander, etc. So that's the only thing that we give, no money at all. They work free of cost for us. It's an ISO 27001 certified agency. It's very rare that you have ISO certified agencies working in the police department. So we have won lot of numerous awards. So that's one very unique initiative in the public-private participation domain to really prevent cybercrime. So I just wanted to highlight it to you. Thank you very much for the opportunity, and thank you once again for the organizers. Thank you.
Yeah, that was wonderful in the sense that, like, say, there are things going on. So when we talk especially about the digital thing, there are some notorious people, some minds, which are actually having the minds not working in the positive direction. So we need to be very alert for that. The awareness is the key out here. Thank you so much once again, Mr. Manoj Abraham, for that beautiful presentation and showing us so many things to know about. Now we have to do quite a lot of work out here. Thank you so much once again. And to honor him for this beautiful presentation, I would like to invite on stage ThoughtSwim Systems Head of India Operations, Mr. Vinay Sinwar, on stage to kindly do the honors of felicitating Mr. Manoj Abraham. IPS, he is the Additional Director General of Police, Government of Kerala. And beautiful work being done by Kerala Police, I must say. Thank you so much.